The Language Bay. The Language Bay is a group that is designed to make the world more accessible to the deaf and the hard of hearing. I created the Language Bay because both of my parents are deaf. Growing up with deaf parents was a really interesting way to grow up because it's like growing up in two worlds. My brother, sister, and I were like ambassadors for our parents, and so we took care of all the communication needs for our parents, such as interpreting at our own parent-teacher conferences, handling bill pay situations for them, or any communication issues that they might have. On the other hand, on the outside, we were a very normal family and had very normal lives, and so being in the middle of that could be a very confusing place to be because we were very deep in deaf culture and lived a very deaf way of life. And when we went to school, we were very normal, typical American children. So we really did live in two cultures. I think it's so important for everyone to learn American Sign Language because over half the population will encounter hearing loss or deafness at some point in their lives, which means that almost everyone will at some point know someone who is either deaf or hard of hearing. And so everyone will at some point need to know some sign language because if you can sign, you can communicate and you can show that person that they're valuable. Or if you're the person who has hearing loss or deafness, you can communicate your needs to somebody else. I think it will benefit people to take my classes to learn American Sign Language because first of all, American Sign Language is fun. It's fun to have a secret language to communicate with people and nobody knows what you're saying. So that's really fun. Second of all, if you have a deaf child or someone in your family, those kids need language and it's great to be able to communicate with them. And so because of that, I'm more in tune to children who have to help their parents out or who have different kind of childhoods. And I want to give back and I want to help children who want to learn American Sign Language or families who want to learn American Sign Language or families who have a deaf family member. And it's really important for them to learn sign language or become more culturally competent. And it's really important for my family to become more culturally competent. And because of that, I'm teaching my own children American Sign Language. And maybe they can also be the change that I'd like to see in the world. My name is Rose Glazener, and I'm the creator of The Language Bay. To learn more about The Language Bay, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can also visit our website at www.thelanguagebay.com. I look forward to teaching you all about American Sign Language, and I think you're going to enjoy learning a new language that will truly make a difference in the world.